Yesterday, at the end of the show, about 15 minutes short of the end of the show, it came to an abrupt end. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
You guys here for that?
Yeah.
Carmen, you remember?
I remember.
Yes, I do.
What were you doing, Carmen? I don't even know what was. So on our end, I could see that we were having some technical issues, but I also knew it was internet related because I could see the TVs were spiraling out of control.
Right. So I was just keeping the listeners informed to what was going on, as I was also texting Spanish and Geo trying to figure
Freaking
out I'm trying to figure out what you want to do, because we were also at the end of the show. We only had like 7 minutes to go. So throwing on a best of didn't make sense.
Right. So you know, like, well, what do I do for the next 7 minutes?
Basically. So I just, stayed here and I was just rambling on like, oh, I see them. I don't see them, this and that. And then I went to break. And then Dizzy was here. So Dizzy came up and then we just started the after show a little early.
That's good. You did very good, Carmen.
Thank you.
Can I guess? Because I think I heard a little bit of it.
Of the after show?
No, of what she was doing. Because I tuned in on the YouTubes. It made me laugh because she was just narrating what exactly everything that she was doing. She was just narrating it straight up. It was great.
I was like, now I'm texting Spanish. Yeah. I'm going to tell him that I'm going to see if we can reconnect. Maybe you should go to Comrex too.
Yeah,
and
that made me laugh.
Yeah, so probably the listeners like, what is she talking about?
So we tried to do all that stuff and none of it was working. And I could tell by the TVs not having any signal that it was internet related. So we tried to reboot the router and do all those things that they tell you to do when you call, and none of that was working. So we were like, it must be down in the area. Something must be going on.
Right. But we made it through.
Well, we made it through, and then we're sitting in the studio.
Yeah.
Oh,
and about 15 minutes after it all went down, my wife comes in the studio and just stares at me. She does this, Calvin. You were already gone.
Mm.
She looked at me, she went, and I go, what's wrong with you? And she just looked at me and I go, oh, you forgot to pay the bill. And she's like, I forgot to pay the bill.
Oh,
and she goes, but I paid it and it's already on. I was like, you dummy. And so it's the one bill. So we used to have Frontier cable and we had internet and cable and all that other stuff. And now we don't, but we still have just the internet. And for some reason, when we change all that, it's not on automatic bill pay. So she forgot to pay the bill, and it got shut off. Dang! And she was like, all day, she's like, I'm so sorry. I go, look, we had 2 minutes left of the show, 7 minutes left until the top of the hour. I go, it's not like you ruined the show, but imagine if that would have happened at 7:15.
But also very quick to turn it off. Usually they give you like a 30-day warning or something.
It was probably 60 days late. She didn't know. She didn't realize that it hadn't been paid.
Gotcha.
So she just didn't know.
She had like 2 months backed up or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
Can I be full disclosure, transparent?
Yeah.
I came in here twice already knowing what had happened.
How did you know?
Because your wife told me. She goes, she's like, because I was inside resetting the router, and she goes, I think I know what's wrong.
Oh, no.
And she goes, you have to let me tell Mike. Please don't say anything. So I came back in here twice, and Mike's like, hey, did you reset the router? I go, yeah, man, I don't know what's going on.
The loyalty is to me.
Yeah.
In this cult, I am the
Apparently
leader.
not.
Wow. She said, please don't. She's like, what do I do? I go, you got to pay the bill. I go, pay it now, and maybe they'll turn it back on. And then she paid it right away. I go, put it on auto pay.
You're
no
cult leader.
Yeah.
You knew.
She goes, don't tell. She's like, please. She's like, you have to let me tell Mike. She's like, don't say nothing. I go, I have to go back in there right now.
She came in here with
told you, Michael.
She came in here with a face that looked like she had Botox. Her eyebrows were stuck up in the air, and she was like, and Joey goes, what's wrong? And she just looked at me, and I go, oh, she didn't pay the bill.
Yeah.
I could tell right out of the gate. I knew that was my I am sorry, don't hit me anymore face. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do we do? I go, pay it. Pay now. Just call and pay now.
Pay it.
They turned it on really quick.
Yeah.
It came on right. It came right away. As soon as she paid it, it was right back on.
Yeah, you're an appreciated customer when you pay your bill.
Yeah. That wasn't their fault.
You know,
It certainly wasn't their fault.